My dear friends, in this talk, I'm going to share with you four principles of Toltec wisdom. This particular four principles, I've been using it for the last almost about 2 decades, and I found them to be so comprehensive, so powerful, so holistic that any human being who uses these four Toltec wisdom principles can face any challenges that he has in his life, both in personal and professional, in a very, very graceful and magnanimous way. These four Toltec wisdom are: be impeccable in your words. What it means is words are the power that human being has been bestowed with. As they say, we create our world through our words and languages. So you need to be very, very careful about how you use these words. They can harm people. As you know, sometimes when you use a derogatory word, it can really tarnish people's feelings, emotions, and their self esteem. And words once spoken cannot be taken back. Similarly, words can be used to create something very beautiful in this world. So, this particular first principle of Toltec, which says that be impeccable in your words, means think twice before you utter a word. And once if you utter a word, you can't take it back. So, it has to be done with a lot of precision, lot of care, and lot of forethought, so that once if you have spoken it, it cannot be taken back. So that's the first thing about Toltec wisdom: be impeccable in your words. From the second point, which Toltec wisdom talks about, is about do not assume. In life, it is very, very essential that we don't assume things. We always have to recheck and confirm before you come to a conclusion. Many times, human beings get into a lot of challenges, a lot of wrong decisions, mainly because you assume that this is what the other person must have said. And the other person's point of view is something altogether different, because his thinking was in a different line of points. So it's very essential that don't assume. It's always better to take a little bit time, ask exactly what it means. Either you can paraphrase or you can repeat back what you understood, so that the other person has a chance to clarify. And once if you clarify, clarity does give you power and thereby takes it to the next level. So the second important Toltec wisdom, which each one of us can practice with ease irrespective of your age, is do not assume. Because they say when you assume, you make an ass of you and me. So that's why confirm it, repeat it back, have the clarity of understanding, and with that clarity of power, you can always have good relationship, arrive at a good decision, and thereby ensure that you are able to really have an harmonious relationship and a happy life. The third point is about don't take things personally. This again is a beautiful principle which I got present. Is many times we human beings are meaning making machines. So we many times take things personally. When somebody makes a statement, we make our own interpretation, and that wrong interpretation can hurt you and can become emotional. And once if it becomes emotional, you keep on thinking about it, it goes into your subconscious mind, which affects your subsequent behavior and beingness. So it's very, very important that don't take things personally. If somebody says something, just it may be their opinion, and that opinion is the cheapest thing in the world. People very easily give it out. So you have to be very, very clear and to ensure that you don't take things personally and thereby traumatize yourself. Traumatize yourself. Don't make any story out of it. If it is something which is not empowering you, forwarding you, let it go. Let it go. Don't make some wrong interpretations and wrong meaning, which is disempowering you, which lowers your energy, lowers your vibration, and thereby doesn't make you live to your full potential. So don't take things personally, and help thereby to you to be in a powerful state, in a peak state every time. The last but not the least principle of Toltec wisdom is give your 100% in whatever you do. Friends, this is what you have the power. Whatever you do, give your full attention. give your full focus, be very mindful, be very attentive, and ensure that you are giving your very best in that, so that when you give your 100%, you automatically would get the best out of it. This is again a very, very important thing which we need to understand, and which we need to realize that that's the only thing that is in your hand, your response, your input. And when you give your 100%, you can expect 100% back. But if you give only 50% of your input, then you can't expect much higher results in your life. So this is again a very, very important cardinal principle, that whatever you do in your personal life, professional life, social life, be totally involved. Get yourself into the crux of it, and always go with the intention to contribute your best. Involve yourself, and when you involve yourself, you take interest, automatically you get more absorbed into the thing. You don't get any sense of bore, and thereby you are able to give your very best, and also expect good results from it. In other words, when you give your 100%, you are in the moment, and in the moment you get the advantage of process enjoyment, which is what is a real thing, as we have learned in the famous Krishna speaking to Arjuna on the battlefield, which is what we talked about in Bhagavad Gita, Karmanna Vadikaye, where you are totally worked only about that moment and enjoying the process rather than thinking about the results. I promise you, in my own life, I've seen when you give your 100% and you are in the moment, you touch excellence, and thereby achieve whatever you have fathomed for, dreamt of, aspired for. Friends, so these are the 4 Toltec wisdom, which is what I wanted to share with you for your holistic well-being. I'll again repeat it in summation. The first and the foremost thing which you need to do is be impeccable in your words. Do not assume. Give your 100% whatever you do, and don't take it personally. And these are the 4 things which I strongly advise each one of you to practice it, test it out, and make it a part of your life. Thank you, and God bless. Wishing you a very, very healthy, happy, harmonious life.